Hey, what's going on, guys? MinDQ7B here. Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2000. This is episode 26 today for our New Hampshire 300 at our first season, of course. I did some thinking over a little break that I have. I've done some thinking about what I wanted to do for this episode, and this might seem controversial, but, so here's the scoop. There's one race left for the chassis tire grip. The upgrade's coming in next episode. Really good to see. And, of course, we have no chassis work at all. I did think about it for a while, and I did took a look at our inventory here. I mean, we still have decent chassis anyway. I'm not sure what I want to run for New Hampshire. I might run our current one that we just have, this 95% one. I gotta look at the schedule real quick to see what we really want to do for the next couple races. So we got Dover. But Dover's been kind of like for us. Same with Martinsville. This is gonna be a really rough stretch of races for us. We got New Hampshire, Dover, and Martinsville all in a row. We got like another super speedway race in like 5 races from now. Oh boy, not exactly what I wanted to see. Where are we at in points again? Oh yeah, 39th. With a long ways back to Bobby Hamilton, even though after having a solid run. Yeah, we're still 39th in points. We got to do a little bit better than what we have here. This is getting ridiculous. We're running out of time to get ourselves like 35th in points. Talladega is going to be our best bet, I'm afraid, just to even have a shot. In terms of our engines, though, we're still using the 2-engine strategy for right now. We're not going to build anything else for the time being, because honestly, the chassis department is the one I'm worried about the most. Seeing how straight line speed is actually not the biggest issue in the world right now. I mean, we kind of fixed that earlier. It's the long run pace and the cornering pace, of course. We need to do better in the corners. We're fine on straights, just cornering is just not good enough for us. I'm probably going to sell a chassis in the next episode, because we do need to make a lot of money, because I want to go start putting some money towards downforce. That's the next upgrade confirmed. But of course I want to overhaul a chassis and build another one too. So we need a lot of money for this stuff. But I don't know if we're going to be able to do it all in one episode, sadly enough. Yeah, financial stuff, never a good thing with this. But I've kept you long enough. Let's see how we do at New Hampshire with our second go around here. New Hampshire, I think in this game anyway, it was a difficult track for us. We've been always doing good at qualifying though, so hopefully we can just start up front and just continue to do our normal thing where we just qualify very well and just, you know, fall back as little as we can during the race. I ran a 29.2 in practice with the current setup that I have. I have the suspensions pretty much not all the way at the max like we were in Richmond. I've kept it at 80 across the board this time around. Just experimenting, of course. We're experimenting with a much higher suspension settings just to help us last a lot longer tire wear wise, and the sway bar is up as well. So 29.28 for our first lap. We're actually in 14th right out of the gate. Really nice to see. Trying to shift in the corners to see if that helps us. It helped it rotate like quite a bit, but the rear tires skidded really much there. We might shift during the race. I'm not so sure. That felt good. Lap time's going to be 29.05. That is the fastest lap I ever ran. We're 9th. We can qualify real good. I just hope we can finish in the race there too. So we might do the whole shifting thing, especially as the run goes on. Let's see how this race goes for us. I think we might have something for him.
Welcome to the New Hampshire International Speedway in Loudon for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race, the New Hampshire 300. What can you tell us about Loudon?
Well, gear selection is everything here at New Hampshire. Very important to be able to accelerate out of these tight corners. The danger is picking too low of a gear and hitting the top end too early on the straights and blowing an engine.
This is a much-needed break for Mark Martin.
Yeah, this should give that whole team a little boost. They've been struggling in qualifying week after week, but it looks like they're trying to turn things around. I'm proud of these guys.
The 56 car hasn't made much of a move in the points so far.
Well, there's always going to be
Shut
someone who has to fill in the
up.
bottom of the points list. Of course, none of these guys want to ever see their name there. Sometimes it's just not your season to shine.
So Mark Martin ends up on pole position, and not really good for Rusty Wallace. I haven't really seen where he qualified, but Tony Stewart's in second place. Looks like we have Andy Houston and Derek Cope as the field fillers for today's episode. I mean, as well as us. But we got 75 laps to see what we can do. We're already green flag, underway, away we go. I feel like I just did this like about a few days, like yesterday, it seems, because I know I uploaded the NASCAR Thunder 04 episode. Already we're having some calamities there. Can we get the power down? Well, the rear end wants to really step out there when we're in third gear, but we're up to seventh though, off the first lap alone. Can we hold on to it though? Because the AI can try to really send it through these corners. Already we're getting our own taste of the brotherly shove here as well. Already on lap number 1, we're still in 8th place. Hopefully we don't get smacked around too much. And there comes rookie of the race for pretty much this episode and for a while until Talladega anyway. Matt Kenseth ready to pass us there. Oh my goodness, they're really aggressive behind here, and this is what happens when we just stay in 4th gear. Like we really just lost all that spots. There's Rusty Wallace ready to make a move on the outside for us. Oh my goodness, what are they doing back there? They're just so aggressive. And that just gave us a lot of bit of breathing room right then and there. It won't last forever, but of course they gave us plenty of breathing room. That's all that really matters for us. I'm just trying to keep it together here and trying to get ourselves some clean air and some clean times. Yeah, Rusty Wallace is now ahead of us as well. I mean, he's got a lot of work that looks like he has to deal with here in order to catch up to Tony Stewart, who I'm pretty sure he's either first or second at the moment. Oh dear. I did not mean for that at all. Dale Jr. just nearly cleans us out, and the right front and right side are pretty much our damage at this point. There goes Joe Nemechek. We're gonna let him go. Oh dear, there's more calamity going into turn 1. What is with the AI going ballistic here in New Hampshire today? As we're 3 wide still, Ricky Rudd has already been through wars on lap 6 of this race already so far. I mean, I've heard you were recently getting inducted into NASCAR Hall of Fame, so congrats to you, sir. Like, we're on par with Michael Waltrip, which is kind of annoying, but that's just how it is. We usually get loose, and we just keep showing Ricky Rudd like how's everything going as we got ass packed already. We need more damage on our car. I already want to tighten this thing up. I just want to say that now. Repaired his car body already, of course, as well, because we just keep getting ran into in the back. Oh, but now we're running people into the back as we lose the car. No, we saved it, but unfortunately we lost a lot of time. What a save, though, nonetheless, but my goodness. Already back to 30th. We're just gonna have to. Oh my gosh. Yeah, definitely want to tighten this thing up, especially since we're going to try to stay in 3rd gear the entirety of this race. Alright, that was kind of rude. I'm not going to lie, that was kind of rude there, Mr. Jimmy Spencer, but our back end's like completely destroyed already on lap 10. Lap 10, and the leader's ready to put us all lap down. No, it's loose. It's loose when I'm trying to get the power down in 3rd gear. Someone's blowing up. I can't tell who that is as we're committing initial D going off of turn 4. It's Rusty Wallace. Oh no, the championship's blown wide open now for Tony Stewart. An open goal for Tony Stewart now in the championship as we're going to get passed and tightened up by Elliott Sadler. And now we're going to get passed by LePage and Derek Cope as well. I'm having a hard time coping through all this. We're about to get 11 laps into this race. We're probably going to be in the back of the pack for the rest of this race for some reason anyway, and the tires are not even worn yet. Like that spin really killed us off, and Jeff Burton is the one leading this race. It looks like he's just making mincemeat of everyone out here so far. I mean, it is true in the year 2000 he did actually dominate this race, but he has Tony Stewart right behind him as well. Up down to 39th we go. It's not exactly where I want to be at all, especially since I wasn't even planning on making this a throwaway race as we ran into it in the back again, this time by Andy Houston. In 40th, about to be 42nd. Tires are not even worn yet, and we're just destroyed. We're off the pace. 2 seconds off the pace per lap already, and the tires are not even worn. So, this is our life now. Oh, Chad Little blows up right in front of us. That's gonna be another spot, it seems. We're just kind of hanging in limbo right now in 39th at this point because of those 2 blow-ups. I've been more stable with being in 4th gear, even though it's a little bit slower. I probably should have just done this from the very beginning, but I really want those spots, you know? Come on! I want to be aggressive. I don't want to play defense all season long, you know? I want to actually press the attack, but we can't, it seems. As now the front tires are starting to wear out 16 laps in, and we're really plowing. We're like just loose off the corners, but we're tight and center off. Tight center and then loose off the corner, I mean. We're just trying to hold on to basically not finish last in this run, but we're gonna lose the spot to Stacy Compton, it seems. Eventually we're gonna lose it to Scott Pruitt as well. Even though he's really right behind us at the moment. I kind of want to tighten this thing up and just try to get a good launch with 3rd gear at this point. 3rd gear I have more power, but in order for me to actually use that power, I'm gonna need to tighten the car up. I think that might be my plan of attack. Ow. Yeah, there goes the spot now for Dale Sr. Just says no. So now we're running in last in the running orders of the actual cars that are actually running on the track. Wonderful. We're not done yet. We're fighting back to make ourselves not finish last. Drifting off the corners, and we get the spot back from Scott Pruitt after all. So we're not in dead last anymore. We actually got around Scott Pruitt. Wow. I can't believe I'm actually celebrating that. We actually made an actual pass on someone. Well, I hope we finish like 4 laps down anyway to get this race done quicker anyway. Because I'm not really enjoying myself here at this track. Oh boy. Keep it together, Nick, though. Keep it together. You still got a long way to go. That's not a way to treat a teammate at all. This is getting pretty hard to drive, even with 4th gear. We got Scott Pruitt right back in our mirror again. We're trying not to let him go, but he just keeps up. Okay, yeah, I did probably. I lost position, and there he goes. So now it's just a battle between Tony Stewart and Jeff Burton, looking for the lead, looks like, and. Yeah, we're probably going to tighten this thing up a majority amount just to even get a chance on the power down for 3rd gear. Even if a caution comes out now, it would not benefit us at all because we'd be 2 laps down. And essentially at this point, we're just hoping for the rest of the field to be 2 laps down, which won't happen at all to save our lives. And this is what happens when we're in 3rd gear. We're just drifting it around this corner at this point. Left rear is getting worn. That means the right rear is going to eventually get worn as well. I don't like the look of these tires, Bono. There's no rear grip. There's no front grip. We can't do anything against the AI. We're just taking our losses while we can. Kind of hoping for a caution at this point, just to try to save our asses at some laps anyway. We're 2 laps down. There's no way in hell we're going to get any of them back unless we get caught up in a good pit cycle. Or if we just cause a wreck on purpose, which I really don't want to do. I'm not trying to on purpose, but it's been really kind of hard to control this thing. Not gonna lie, it is getting a little bit hard to control this thing, especially on 4th gear now. I really don't have a plan anymore. To be quite frank with you, I don't have a plan. I would love to come down pit road like really, really soon, like lap 37 or whatnot. Would I have... My goodness. I know that was kind of my fault for, again, holding up Joe Nemechek. I wasn't trying to. Again, this thing is just hard. This just stinks. I mean, we're in 38th because somebody came down pit road. But apparently I think we're 40th in the actual race because I think somebody else blew up. This thing does not know what it wants to do. It either wants to be very tight now or very loose. It just doesn't know what it wants to do, man. Even with the upgrades that we put in. I mean, I get it, it's an older chassis, but still. Yeah, I just can't. This is why I wanted to save my money to wait for the chassis upgrades to come on in. Because we're going to be heavily invested on the tire grip. Heavily invested. We need that, and we need downforce badly. Really bad, actually. I can't drive this anymore, guys. I gotta bring it in. It's gonna be another L day for us. We're gonna be 3 laps down now. Or I guess I will not come down pit road because I went wide and Derek Cope just shows up down there. We're now 3 laps down in this race and pretty much going to finish like 6 or 7 laps down at this point. At this point, I think parking the car might be the best option, to be quite honest with you, but we're not going to do that. We're not a start and park. We're not a start and park YouTube channel. We're going to tough it out because we have the Philly grit. We're going to keep toughing it out because that's what we do. You know, show some no love lost with Michael Waltrip for some reason, and we're going to come down pit road. Unfortunately, during the pit cycle, we're cranking that Soldier Boy all the way up to 1.0, and we're going to be using the 3rd gear stuff, maybe even 1.5. Is it a huge swing? At this point, we're going to finish last regardless. We might as well just get set up notes for the next time we go down here. I don't even care if the pit crew makes a mistake here or not, to be quite honest with you. Even though that was a good stop, we're back down to where we started. 40th. Well, now we gotta go see if the 3rd gear strats would work. To tell you the truth, this is actually feeling a lot better than what I initially came up with, setup-wise. Yeah, it's tight, like right here, but like I said, I'm trying to make it so where I can shift down each corner. And it's working out a lot better, even though the damage is making me a lot slower.
Keep running that line. That lap was fast.
It's doing pretty good, I would say. I mean, it's plowing ass tight because I made it like that on purpose. But when I get back on the 3rd gear, oh, it turns and it goes. That's what I was hoping to do. So I kind of wish I had this in the very start, to be honest. Judging by the lap differential between audio cuts, I'm pretty sure you realize by now that this is going to be a throwaway race. Tony Stewart is still leading the way. He's going to really ready to pass us here in this corner. Unless a miracle yellow comes out. Now it doesn't. Dang. So I don't even know where Wally Dallenbach or whatchamacallit, Scott Pruitt is. We hold up our teammate again because we're doing so good at doing that. Now we're gonna let Joe Nemechek go by, Scary Terry, if you don't mind. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm looking forward to the stream that I'm doing. Doing a Gran Turismo 4 car randomizer stream, actually, in about, I think it was on this Saturday at, I think it's like 8:30 I said the start time was. I'm gonna have to figure out what I said in my community post anyway. Oh, it's tight now. I think I over-adjusted, to be honest. Yeah, unfortunately, this is gonna be a throwaway race. I don't see ourselves getting anything higher than where we're at, and we're just going to keep getting lapped down from this point forward by all the other cars. I mean, we had 3 DNFs. I don't know who the 3rd one got DNF'd, but thanks to whoever that is. Not the finishes that we're trying to really look for, I don't think. And I think this race is kind of a runaway right now. All right, how big is the gap between Tony Stewart and Jeff Burton? So it's Elliott Sadler that was actually the 3rd one that bit the dust. All right, how big is the gap? 5.3 seconds. Oh man, was it really Rusty Wallace that bit the dust? Oh, he's last. Yeah, like I said, Tony Stewart's gonna blow the door wide open for his sophomore season. Unfortunately, we're not gonna have a championship sophomore season, I don't think. Being four laps down, there's just no hope of getting any one of those laps back. A and B. We're the only car 4 laps down, so even if the caution were to come out now, it wouldn't have benefited us in any way. But yeah, as I was saying before, the stream is this Saturday. You know, in case you want to go see me play Gran Turismo 4, one of my favorite racing games of all time, but more of a randomized way with getting the prize cars. Of course, the goal is to beat the game without buying a single car. That is the whole point of the challenge anyway. It's gonna be fun. We're probably going to do more than one stream of it, of course, because, you know, Gran Turismo 4 is a pretty long game in a way. I want to do it over multiple streams anyway. So, yeah, come on down to have some fun anyway, if you want to see me. Anyway, we're about to go lap down for probably the final time of this race. I'm trying to give the leader all the space in the world, but, yeah, we're going to finish 5 laps down this race in 40th. I just wanted to show that last bit before we go to the checkered flag here. I think you know. Oh, it's about to expect as Johnny Benson just says, no, you're pretty much. I might not even allow you to live to see this the end of this race. And honestly, I don't blame him. I just can't wait for the tire grip to get here soon. It really cannot come soon enough. All right, last lap. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. I'm just glad this race is over. It's getting pretty bad in the tightness. I really think I overcompensated for the looseness there, but I had to swing it. I had to swing at something though, just to try not to come in last. But again, it was a throwaway race for us. It's gonna be like that all the first season, honestly. But that's just how it goes in season 1 of these Legend difficulty career modes. Your first year is gonna suck, no matter what you do. It's gonna be bad. And I just wish we weren't finishing dead last each week, but that's just how the cookie crumbles. We finished in 40th. We're done. Thank God. Your winner is Tony Stewart. Jeff Burton was gaining on him, of course, but... Ugh.
A rare caution-free race.
Well, that's good news for all these race teams because that can mean one thing: no major wrecks.
The 56 car couldn't do much with his top 10 start.
Well, I'm sure he's not very happy about his finish. That whole team really thought they had the car to beat in this one.
Oh,
sometimes
do we?
Things just don't work out like you planned, especially in this NASCAR Winston Cup Series.
We hope you enjoyed today's race as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Next up is Dover.
So it's Tony Stewart with a big victory here today at New Hampshire. He's definitely blown this championship wide open for himself. He's definitely going to be leading the points. I mean, you want to know who else is not leading the points? Us. You want to know who's probably not in the top 40 in points anymore? Probably us. Because we finished in 40th here today at New Hampshire. Oh gosh, the struggles. It's just all part of the journey though. It's all part of it. It's just hard. It's definitely harder than it looks. If you think this career mode's easy, you all are wrong. Especially since I'm trying not to wreck anybody on purpose, you know. But Tony Stewart doesn't need to do that anyway for this episode because he is a big winner here today. Yeah, I mean, we had money. We got $220,000 for that race. If you take a look at the rest of the race results here, 4-second victory for Tony Stewart. This blows the championship wide open for him. He has a max points day while Rusty Wallace had a really bad day. So he's going to lose that points lead. Jeff Burton in second, Bobby Labonte third, Dale Sr. fourth, Ricky Rudd fifth, Mark Martin sixth, Johnny Benson seventh, and only 7 cars on the lead lap. Wow. All right, Jarrett eighth, Marlon ninth, and Ken's in top 10. Joe Nemechek just missed outside the top 10 because of my incompetence. And only 16 cars finished 1 lap down. My goodness. 2 laps down is Kenny Wallace. Oh my goodness. Not a good race. Not a good race. Let's just go home, shall we? I was hoping for the night race at Dover for Sledge to put like a night race for Dover in this mod, just like a Thunder 04, but that I know it's part of the realism. You got to put the MBNA America 400 on there next the second daytime Dover race. It's fine. $375,000 to work with. I kind of want a sneak peek of what we can do here. Actually, I want a sneak peek. Okay, so that's only 62 tire grip. That's not. I was hoping for a little bit more. 176 for that. What if we were to overhaul something? Like maybe this chassis. That'd be 59. What about you? You're also 59. You're also 59. So either way, we're getting only 59. So it really doesn't matter that much. We're definitely gonna build one for sure in the next episode. I'll figure out a plan from here on out, and hopefully Dover won't be so mean to us as it did us the first time, because that was like the saddest homecoming at Dover last time. Hopefully the monster will be nicer to us this time around. Anyway, if you liked the episode, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. I know these things are terrible on the start of the career modes. I swear season 2 will be better, I promise. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.